There was once a young man named Adam, and like many people in the world, Adam wanted everything to happen immediately. He wanted success, recognition, and respect not someday in the distant future, but right now. He believed that if he truly wanted something, it should happen fast. Whenever he felt motivated, he pushed himself extremely hard. He would make massive plans, create long lists of goals, and promise himself that his life would completely change overnight. But reality never followed his expectations. Every time Adam tried to move too fast, he became overwhelmed. His energy faded, his motivation disappeared, and he ended up exhausted and disappointed. Slowly, the dreams that once excited him began to feel heavy. They no longer inspired him. Instead, they felt like towering mountains, too steep and too far away for him to ever climb. Adam often felt trapped inside his own mind. He knew he had potential. He wanted to become better, smarter, and stronger. But the gap between where he was and where he wanted to be felt painfully wide. Each failure reminded him of how far he still had to go. And the more he failed, the more frustrated he became. Late at night, questions haunted him. Why do others seem to move forward while I'm stuck? Why does progress feel so slow for me? Am I doing something wrong, or am I just not good enough? These thoughts played on repeat, slowly draining his confidence. One quiet evening, as the sky darkened and the city lights began to glow, Adam found himself walking through a peaceful park. The air felt calm, birds had settled down, and the noise of daily life seemed distant. But inside Adam's mind, there was no silence. It was filled with restlessness, doubt, and impatience. As he walked, something caught his attention. An old man was sitting alone on a bench, carving tiny figures out of a piece of wood. His hands moved slowly, carefully, as if time itself didn't matter to him. Adam slowed his steps and watched for a moment, curious about the man's focus and patience. Unable to resist, Adam sat beside him. After a few moments of silence, he asked, "Why do you do this every single day?" Then, almost jokingly, he added, "Does something so small really make a difference in life?" The old man looked up and smiled gently. His face carried the marks of time, wrinkles shaped by years of patience and experience. "Every day," the old man said calmly, "I carve just one small figure. Some days it turns out rough, some days it barely looks like anything useful. But each day, I learn something new. Each figure is just a little better than the one before." Adam frowned thoughtfully. "But how can one tiny figure change anything?" he asked. "It feels too small to really matter." Without saying a word, the old man held up a tiny wooden bird. Though small, it was detailed and lifelike, as if it might fly away at any moment. "When I started," the old man said softly, "I could barely shape a branch. My hands were clumsy, my work was poor, but after years of carving one piece a day, I can do this. No one notices the daily effort, but the progress is always there." That night, Adam couldn't sleep. The old man's words echoed in his mind again and again. Lying in his bed, staring at the ceiling, Adam realized something uncomfortable but true. He had been trying to rebuild his entire life in a single day. He expected instant success, instant change, instant proof that his effort mattered. And when life didn't respond immediately, he felt defeated. The next morning, Adam made a quiet but powerful decision. Instead of trying to change everything, he would start with just one small habit. He chose writing, something he always dreamed of improving but constantly avoided. Instead of forcing himself to write pages every day, he promised himself something simple, just one paragraph a day. No pressure, no excuses, just one paragraph. At first, it felt almost meaningless. One paragraph, is this really worth the effort? He wondered. Still, he kept his promise. Day after day, he showed up. Some days the paragraph felt weak. Some days it felt strong, but he wrote it anyway. After the first week, nothing dramatic happened. But in the second week, Adam noticed something small. His sentences felt clearer. His thoughts felt more organized. By the end of the month, writing no longer felt heavy, it felt natural. Without realizing it, one paragraph quietly turned into full pages. Encouraged by this progress, Adam applied the same approach to other parts of his life. 10 push-ups a day, 1 extra minute of running. One small improvement in his diet, just 1% better each day. The changes were so small that no one around him noticed. Sometimes, even Adam doubted whether they mattered at all. But over the months, something incredible happened. His body grew stronger, his energy increased. His confidence returned slowly but steadily. The same method improved his mindset, his skills, and even his relationships. Adam finally understood something he had ignored for years. He didn't need to be perfect. He didn't need instant success. He only needed progress. A year later, Adam returned to the same park. The old man was still there, sitting on the bench, carving his wooden figures just as patiently as before. Adam sat beside him and held up a notebook filled with pages of his writing. Smiling, he said, "I understand now. It's not about giant leaps, it's about small, steady steps. Just 1% better every day." The old man nodded slowly. "Exactly," he said. Life doesn't reward sudden brilliance, it rewards consistent growth. The person you are today is built from the small actions you took yesterday. As Adam walked home that day, he felt lighter, free from the pressure of perfection. He finally understood that real success isn't about rushing or comparing yourself to others. It's about showing up, doing the work, and improving just a little every single day. From that moment on, Adam stopped chasing perfection. He chose progress, not success in one day. Not recognition in one moment, but a life transformed through countless small steps. Because now, with complete belief, he knew a simple truth: small, consistent growth always wins in the end. Just be 1% better every day.